What's going on, guys? Today is Monday, July 29th. It is episode 40 of Motivation Monday. So today we're going to talk about walking your path. Yeah, it's a cliche, and a lot of times with cliches, you start to not really care, not really think about it. So hopefully I put a spin on it that can help you understand why walking your path is important. All right, guys, so we're back. Hope you knew the intro. But anyway, so like I said, man, crazy. We're on episode 40. That means we're 12 episodes away, 12 weeks away from this being 52 weeks and being a year. So everybody that's watched the videos, liked, comment, subscribe to the page since we've got this thing going, we really, really appreciate it. And I want to send you, thank you, from me, since I'm the guy that's over top of all this mess. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. But let's jump in now talking about walking your own path. So we've all heard that before. Don't worry about what other people are doing, all these different things. And even the most dedicated of people, we have trouble, we start to compare ourselves to somebody else. Hey, I'm here, this person's there, oh my goodness. And, another thing that we hear a lot, don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 20. Again, it's a cliche, but it's true. Because especially with with social media, you'll see somebody on their fitness journey, or they getting ready to, especially this is near and dear to my heart right now, somebody getting ready to go on stage, and you're like, damn, they look like this, and da-da-da-da. You don't know that person, and if you didn't really go through their page, that may have been a 3-year process for them. You know what I'm saying? So you have to keep everything in perspective and walk your path, because if you're walking your path, you're going to go where you're destined to go. If you keep, taking your eye off the prize and looking what other people are doing, that's going to pull you off your path, and you're not going to get where you need to go, or you're going to delay yourself in getting where you need to go. Because, we all know this, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. It's not this. Now, we know the road to success is not a straight line, but you got to stay on your path, because while you're zigging and zagging, you're trying to stay within this. You don't want to end up all the way over here or all the way over there, and then you end up messed up. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you got to walk your path. The other thing about walking your path is that you have to understand not everything works the same for everybody. You know what I mean? So just because that person's training regimen works that way doesn't mean it's going to work that way for the next person. You see what I'm saying? So when we see people doing these exercises, and we see all these different things, people doing these different kinds of diets and all that stuff, when it doesn't work, you can't get frustrated. You see what I'm saying? Because you have to understand that that may not be part of your path. Learn yourself first. Don't necessarily worry about saying, oh, this person lost this weight, or this person got this job, this, that, and the third. That's great. Congratulate them. Obviously, look, you got to ask your questions and understand, but at the end of the day, walk your path. For example, finances. We know, real estate is a great way to accumulate wealth fast and accumulate generational wealth. However, not everybody has an eye for it. You see what I'm saying? So your job is to find out a way to get enough, finances that you can put some money into real estate, let that money work for yourself. It's the same thing with your mind. You see what I'm saying? Dealing with anxiety. There's not one coping mechanism. You see what I'm saying? You have to understand that there's different ways to deal with it. There's different ways to cope with it. And what works for me may not work for you. But you listen to it. You try to adapt it. If it doesn't work, find what's on your path. Stay on your path. When it's fitness, for example, we all have different genetics. We all have different levels of work ethic. Everybody thinks they go harder than the next, and that's a great way to think and look. But we're all a little bit different. There are some of us that can go into the gym, do a couple curls, and it looks like we've been working out, for 6 months. We've been out the gym for 2 years. And there's some people, the hard gainers, they're doing everything that they think is right, and they barely made any progress, and they get frustrated. You see what I'm saying? Understand what works best for you. There's a lot of trial and error. Starting this company, there was a lot of trial and error. There was things that I hit on, and it was great. There were things, should I even talk about Motivation Monday? I thought this thing would have taken off by now, and it hasn't. But that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I want to get this out. If each video only reaches one person and helps them to be better, then it served its purpose. You see what I'm saying? You got to put that stuff out there because I'm walking my path. You know what I'm saying? One of my best friends in the world, Tom, his YouTube page blowing up. And I'm so happy for him. And that's about walking your path because he found it. But a lot of people don't realize how long he's been working, how long he's been grinding. And somebody as close to him as I am, I even missed out on the boat a little bit because I did the blind support. Because I kind of, that's the kind of person I am. If I'm cool with you, if I like you, if I think whatever, I'm going to subscribe, like, whatever the case may be. But I didn't really pay attention to it much. So I missed the boat as he was doing his initial content. I saw something, I was like, man, and I said to him, man, your stuff is really dope. And I got more involved as I could, because I wanted to see what he's doing. You see what I'm saying? But he stayed on his path. You know what I mean? And we talk about it all the time, but he stays on his path. He knows, how much I care about his success. So I'm always trying to get him with an idea and all that stuff. And I know he's like, oh, here I go again. But the whole thing is he stays on his path. So whether I give him a good idea, bad idea, he knows what he wants to do. He grew that channel and he, he stayed on his path. And again, come back, it's the same thing. Cause I always get people tell me, oh, you should do this way, you should do that way. The reason why we get results with our clients is because we have a belief. We don't believe in making excuses. Understanding the difference, oh, a bee just flew by me. Understand the difference between a reason and an excuse. There's no excuse not to work out. You see what I'm saying? You don't need a gym. You can get a right in here. Look, people, right in here. I don't know how much space is right now, but you can get a great workout. You see what I'm saying? Now there are other reasons. I broke my leg, so I can't really do much, but you can try. You see what I'm saying? Understanding the difference, but that the whole thing of walking your path, what it comes down to is not letting the outside noise affect where you're going. You have to listen to it, you have to understand it, but now I hear my sons, it's life, but I'm walking my path, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you have to understand it. Your path is your path. My path is my path. It's the same thing like with a training program. Yeah, you can get all these, cookie cutter training programs and things like that. But at the end of the day, when you get a training program that's dedicated to your path, right? So, for example, I was talking to one of my clients today. Actually, I've been talking the last few days. We were talking about, I was like, okay, how many days can you commit to the gym? That's one of my number one questions, especially if I start to see people, kind of veering off. I'm like, how many days can you commit? And usually, and this is my strategy, I go a little bit under. You see what I'm saying? Because I want them to be on their path. Now, what I'm understanding is, okay, so you have this work demand, this family demand, this demand, this demand. Okay, cool. So we need you to be in the gym for X amount of time. How much time can you commit and how many days a week? And now here goes your path. Now your path becomes clear because now as you're becoming more disciplined, hopefully that discipline to the physical leads to discipline to the mental, and then it leads to discipline overall in your life. Then you start to realize just how much time you really have. You see what I'm saying? Because the whole, yes, we all have the same 24 hours and we can use them different, blah, 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 blah. We all have different responsibilities. You see what I'm saying? Some of us have no kids. Some of us have a lot of kids. Some of us, work a shit job where we don't get paid, enough to really get what's going on. Some of us have great jobs where finances really aren't a concern. We're all on different paths, but you gotta walk your path. Because if somebody at the bottom looking at somebody at the top, if you're constantly just thinking about them, you're gonna be stuck in your situation. It's the same thing with if you're constantly, you're working out, but you're sitting there looking at these Instagram videos of these people that have been working out for 5 and 10 years, and you just don't know the full story, and you're getting frustrated that you don't look like them. You're ruining it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I've said enough for one day. Again, episode 40, Motivation Monday. Everybody that's been sticking around with us, we really appreciate you. And yeah, that's really it, man. You guys enjoy the rest of your Monday.